Alright, I'm no expert. A lot has happened since my last videos. I was wrong on two of my three picks. I picked Cejudo over Cruz, I was right. I picked Rosenstruck uh, over Ngannou, and in hindsight, that seems like a stupid pick. I wasn't the only one who thought Rosenstruck had a chance with this kickboxing experience. Maybe with that movement would frustrate, but man, Ngannou took a couple of those kicks and just said, I mean, look out below. He came downhill, Hulk smashed out. It was over. That guy is scary. More on him in a little bit. And then you had the main event, Ferguson versus Gaethje, and Ferguson just his pride got the best of him. He wanted to sit there and go toe to toe with this guy, and he was on the wrong end of that beatdown. And I don't know if he's going to be the same. I think his durability rating is going to go down. You can't take beatings like that and be the same after that. He's not new. He's been in there for a while, and he's always been an action fighter, and he's known for taking hits, and those were probably some of the worst combinations, worst hits he took. He had that one moment with the uppercut where he dropped Gaethje at the end of the second round, and he wasn't able to capitalize, and man. And now we're going to have Gaethje versus Khabib. How does that fight go? Interesting matchups. I like Ferguson versus Khabib better than I like Gaethje versus Khabib. Well, maybe prior to this fight. Anyways, uh, so then you had Smith versus Teixeira. That was bad because Smith's corner didn't save him. You know, he's a fighter. He's not going to give up, even though his teeth are falling out. He's not going to quit. He's going to go out there until he gets knocked out or tapped out. And his corner just let him go out there to get beat. It was bad. Hopefully he's all right. Hopefully he can come back, or who knows. But he's not going to be fighting for anything worthwhile anytime soon. And we already seen Teixeira versus Jones in that division, so we're going to have a little bit more on Jones coming up pretty soon here too. And then we just had this one fight night that just passed, Overeem versus Harris. There was a couple of iffy decisions. Ige versus Barboza was an iffy decision in some people's eyes, and Claudia versus Angela Hill was an iffy decision in a lot of people's eyes. And then the main event, good thing the referee gave Overeem the benefit of the doubt, because Harris looked like he had him in the first part of that round, and then he held on and he survived and turned the tables and he got the finish. And that's a testament, I think, to his experience, and he's been in there a long time, and maybe Harris got tired, couldn't finish. So that's enough of that recap stuff. We got some interesting potential matchups at light heavyweight and heavyweight. You've got Jones. He's got options. He can fight rematch Dominic Reyes, which Reyes felt like he should have got the title in their fight. He felt like he should have got the decision. Well, you got that potential matchup, which is still good. It's still intriguing. And then you got Jones and Ngannou going back and forth now. Jones versus Ngannou, because Stipe and Cormier got to settle their score. They got to get part three. They got to get the rubber match out of the way, right? So let Stipe and Cormier settle that. And then maybe Ngannou versus Jones. Now, man, a lot of people don't like Jones because it's outside of the octagon antics. We discussed this before: the hit and runs, the cocaine, the tequila, the weed, the gunshots, and the reckless behavior that seems unbecoming of a 30-something-year-old father and champion. But you know what? He's a human being. He's going to do that kind of stuff. And what he does inside the octagon, what he does with his craft is phenomenal. It's more than phenomenal, extraordinarily phenomenal. He's one of the best to ever do it, regardless of how you feel about him personally. And if there's anybody who's in the light heavyweight ranks that can move up, even in the heavyweight ranks that can give Ngannou an actual fight and have an actual chance to win that fight, it would be someone like Jon Jones. So the only people I would want to pay to see fight Ngannou right now would be Stipe Miocic, Daniel Cormier, or Jon Jones. Those are the only people that have a chance of defending themselves, of actually winning a fight against that man, I think, right now. I was wrong. Rosenstruck, yeah, he might be a good heavyweight, but Ngannou, with his power and his athleticism, and he took shots coming in. Rosenstruck hit him with a couple shots once Ngannou started charging forward, and it seemed to just bounce off of him like nothing. And he delivered his blows, and it was over. So what matchups would you like to see? I mean, Would you rather see Jones fight Ngannou? Would you rather see Ngannou fight Stipe and see if he can actually beat him this time? Would you rather see DC fight Stipe and they settle their score? Would you like to see DC fight Jones? So what if DC beats Stipe and Jones beats Ngannou? Should DC stick around for one more fight and finish the score with John Jones? Or is 2 fights to none, even though the second fight got overturned, blah, blah, blah. I mean, there's a lot that can happen there. Between just those 4 competitors right there, you've got potential rematches and rubber matches, and it's just very exciting. And, we'll be finding out soon. Dana White is very active, and I think UFC, combat sports in general, boxing can probably do it too, but UFC is the way they framed it, the way they shoot it, the way they present it. They present it as if the audience is in the arena, and the way they shoot it and frame it for us at home, you're not really missing much without the crowd there. I think a sport like football, basketball, you need a crowd in basketball. UFC, not so much. So I like the presentation on the how they're doing it. I know Dana White wants to keep that going, bring people sports, and keep making his money and making his mark. And I'm loving it. Like I said, I'm no expert. This is how I see it. I call it how I see it. And we'll talk about something else interesting coming up here again soon. You wanna?